Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey everybody, it's Tarot Tuesday Tarot. Grab your cards and shuffle them up. I already drank my tea. It's after 10 o'clock. I am getting things done here, but as far as getting the gumption to sit down and record, I don't know. It's just moving real slow. So that's okay because that gave me an opportunity to bake some bread. Yeah, I baked some bread. Gave me an opportunity to do a load of clothes and take the dogs out and go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. So anyways, now I'm ready to pull some tarot cards. But my vibe is I'm not going to say low in a bad way, but super friggin' chill, man. So yeah, just kind of is this the violet energy? Going within, reflecting that we talked about yesterday. Maybe. Am I attracting people with my sweet honey? Ugh, man, a lot of wasps. So anyways, violet was good yesterday. Violets are herb of the week. Beautiful affirmations. I forgot to publish the PDF download on Patreon last night, so I did that this morning too. So you can print out the affirmations. I did because I really appreciate having them on the fridge for the week, and then whenever I go to get something out of the fridge, the first thing I see is I am free. So that's the big affirmation with Violet. I am free. I attract the right people with my honey vibes, right? Because you're either honey or you're vinegar. And as I was joking on my Patreon page this morning when I posted, and sometimes I'm a mix of both, right? Sometimes I'm honey, sometimes I'm vinegar, and sometimes I'm both. So I thanked my patrons for hanging out with me up until this point, and I assume they're fans of Oximals. Herb nerd jokes. Oximals are a mix of honey and vinegar. And yeah, I mean, that's what you kind of get with me. That's what you probably get with yourself as well. Someday you're sweet, someday you're sour, you know? Heck, occasionally we're even salty. But yeah, you just kind of have to go with it. And Violet encourages us to introspect, to go within, figure out what's going on with you. Why are you doing that? Why are you feeling that? Why are you thinking that? Why are you believing that? Why? Because when we understand ourselves, there really is great wisdom in that. There really is great intuition, knowledge, and strength. So, and probably dozens upon dozens of other reasons on top of that to go within and be reflective. So, I'm going to pop over to Instagram here for a second because I want to tell you about the spread that we're going to do today. So if this is your first time hanging out with me on a Tuesday, on Tuesdays we do tarot reading. And I say we because you can get out your deck, your tarot deck, or an oracle deck will work too. And you can shuffle along with me and just play the game. Play the game. Don't hate the playa, hate the game. Don't hate it all. Although yesterday I was enjoying hate. Because it was towards Bill Gates. So I was over on Bill Gates' Instagram and Facebook page and literally just watching people tear the shit out of him. And I was like, this is awesome. Because people are waking up to the crimes that he's done. People are waking up to his ill intentions. People are waking up to the agenda. And people are not standing for this bullshit. And it's beautiful. So anyways, speaking of beautiful, we're going to do a beautiful, sweet, honey, love, but honest spread today called Self Check-In. this self check-in tarot spread, and this is by Rose Gold Tarot. So just as a side note, a couple years ago, probably like 4 or 5, I was obsessed with rose gold. I just wanted to wear white and rose gold. I just wanted to get on Pinterest and pin all the rose gold things I could find. I didn't really ever actually manifest that much rose gold. I think I did manifest a white watch that the battery broke right away, or I broke the battery. I'm not sure how that works. But yeah, rose gold is beautiful. I could use a little bit more in my life. Yeah, I got my daughter a pair of rose gold tennis shoes. Like, I was like all about the rose gold there a couple years ago. So Rose Gold Tarot, that's the Instagram page from Manhattan, New York. Just a girl who loves the moon on a journey of enlightenment, sharing love, light, and guidance to those in need. So she's got everything like on her page, you know, comes back to rose gold coloring. She's got a beautiful Instagram page. Sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. So anyway, and then she says, what this one? Some people will only like you if you fit into their box. Don't be afraid to shove that box up their ass. So anyways, this is a great page that you're going to want to check out. There's big booty witches. Surround yourself with the things that you love. Discard the rest. She has a lot of great little advice. And we are going to be doing her self check-in tarot spread. It's a 4-card spread, left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Love the questions, you guys, because like I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to talk about or think about or ask about today. Like, I was like, I don't even give a shit about nothing today. Not in a negative way, just in an oximal way. These questions are really open-ended, and I think you're going to enjoy them. Okay, now we're going to hear beeping. Do you hear that beeping? They're cleaning the streets outside, and so every time they back up that tractor, it beeps. Or is it a bulldozer? Machinery? But I really appreciate the guys that come around and clean our road off a couple times a year, because as they said themselves, it's a thankless job. So at some point I'll stick my head out the window and wave to them and give them a smile, because I do appreciate them cleaning the old mud and leaves off the sides of the street. Okay, so here's the 4 questions, and you can decide if you want to hang out with me and pull cards for yourself, or just hang out and see which cards I pull from the Herb Crafters Tarot. So the first question is, what do I need to know about my mind? Second one, what do I need to know about my body? Third, what do I need to know about my finances? And the last question is, what do I need to know about my higher self? So I don't know, like it sounded, well, it's beautiful. She's got these beautiful flowers in the corners. It's rose gold coloring here and there. Self check-in tarot spread. And she says in the message, or in the description, it's time for a check-in on ourselves, our mind, our bodies, our stability and finances, as well as any messages from our higher self that we may need to hear right now. While most of us feel like we're at a standstill because of what's going on in the world, it's a good time to check in on how we are doing on a personal level so we can make better use of the moment, or at least be aware of what's out of balance so we can practice more patience with ourselves during this time. And yeah, like I was just thinking that this morning, like people, if you are not making good use of this time that you have, this extra time for you to go within and reflect and do your work and like make the most of it, if you're not using this time for introspection and growth, and it's like, dude, you've missed the whole fucking point. Like the universe is giving the collective a gift right now. I know coronavirus doesn't seem like a gift. That bitch probably is not the gift. The gift is you get to stay home. and chill out and not run around like a maniac and actually have some extra time right now to invest in yourself, maybe to work on some things you've been avoiding. So yeah, if you're not using this time to make the most of it, like, and to add to your self-growth, you've missed the whole damn point. You're missing the whole damn point. Now, personally, I don't have any extra time, really, because I already had all the time in the world. I have nothing but time. That's why I do so many projects. I have so much time. I feel like I manipulate time, to tell you the truth, because sometimes I feel like I could take on even more projects. But the part of me is like, yeah, but you didn't even finish that project over there. You could work on that project. But I'm just saying, like, I have a ton of time. I've always had time. So, I mean, not that I don't appreciate time, but, you know, I've just always had it. But for people who this is like a new thing, you know, and then they're just bitching about it and not doing anything for themselves. They're not taking time to meditate or just relax. Or, yeah, I mean, God forbid, like, take some time to journal or, like, think about, you know what, and then here's another thing. Whatever's being triggered in you right now, now's the time to address that. You know, it's like your inner work is going to make itself known to you. So anyways, I just hope people are utilizing this opportunity, because that's what it is. It really, really is. And that's what viruses do. They do teach you what your fears are. They slow you down. Yeah, sometimes they take you out. When I got sick with Lyme's, I'm going to shuffle here. When I got sick with Lyme's like many, many years ago, it actually ended up being a beautiful experience. And I know that's crazy, but I was so sick, and all I could do is lay there and sweat and be in pain. I literally learned how to leave my body, and that really has benefited me greatly. And I also, the Lyme's virus or Spirotech or whatever the fuck it is, you know, it made me in so much pain, and that sounds like a bad thing, right? It made me so miserable that I literally wanted to die. And why is that a good thing? Well, that was a very good thing for me at the time, because I was greatly afraid of death at that point in my life. Greatly. And then there I am, opening my arms and welcoming it and asking it to take me. Like, being in that much pain that it made me want to die helped eliminate my fear of death. Like, I was like, shit, living ain't all it's cracked up to be. Like, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, it made me look at my fear in a different way and completely transmuted it. So anyways, there's always a positive, there's always a lesson, there's always growth. There's always growth in everything. Okay, well, can you hear that beeping? It's so obnoxious, but you know what? It's not going to be as obnoxious as my neighbor revving his four-wheeler here. I can hear him too. Well, that'll teach me, because it's already almost 10:30. If I want peace and quiet, I do have to start recording earlier, but it's just so hard to want to record earlier. Like I love my podcast, but they don't make me jump out of bed in the morning and like motivate. I would love to have a project that made me want to get up in the morning. Like, I can't wait to do this. But you know what I love to do in the morning? Stay in bed and be cozy. Like, I'm awake, I'm listening to music, I'm enjoying the sunshine coming in the window, but it's going to be hard to top that. Like, that's like my ultimate project. Being cozy with myself, listening to an awesome new song this week. I'm going to tell you about it because you'll love it. It's sassy. Oh, it is so sassy. And I'm going to tell you right now what it's called. The title of the song is I'm It. Okay, you're going to want to look this up. You can watch the funny music video or look it up on Spotify. I'm It, and it's by Kota Banks. Kota is Kota. Kota Banks. And the song is called I'm It. Okay, there's your musical homework. Make sure you listen to it first thing in the morning. You listen to it now, tonight, and dance to it. But then tomorrow morning, experiment with yourself listening to it immediately before you even get out of bed. I think you will benefit greatly. Okay, so self check-in. We're gonna just do a self check-in. From, and what did I say? Rose Gold Tarot. Okay, so make sure you check her out on Insta. So, you ready? You got your decks? You got your deck? Okay. So, I have a full deck, you guys. This is the first time in a few weeks that I've had a full deck, because a lot of time our herb of the week is also in this deck, but the Herb Crafters Tarot does not have violet. At least not that I came across. That's the only thing about the guidebook. They do not have an index of the herbs. That would have been nice for them to do that. Like, they have a table of contents in the front of the book with the suits, you know, like what pages everything is on. I think, yeah, not even hardly, just the aces, the twos. Like, they have it kind of simplified like that, but there's no index like in the back of the book that would have, like, that you could have looked up the herb names to just go like, hey, I wonder if they've got horsetail in here, and then you'd be like, oh yeah, they do. So I did go through the deck. I did not see violet, so I don't think violet's in here. Okay, ready? Let's do this. Actually, before we do this, we're doing our affirmation. Sorry, keeping you guys on track. And me too. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our sweet herb of the week, Violet, and I lovingly dedicate them all to you. Thank you so much for hanging out. I am free. I attract the right people with my honey vibes. I create safe spaces for others to openly share with me. I honor my time to retreat and nourish myself. I use discernment and good timing for all my interactions. I look inside for my guidance. I am free. I attract the right people with my honey vibes. I create safe spaces for others to openly share with me. I honor my time to retreat and nourish myself. I use discernment and good timing for all my interactions. I look inside for my guidance. And so it is. I love myself, and that's not cocky. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna love that song. You're gonna love the song, I'm It. It's helping me realize that, like, I don't need a man right now. That is actually the last thing I need in 2020. And I'm telling you what, I know it's taken me 4 months to kind of start to come around to this concept, but I have to up the self-love, the self-work, the self-care, the self-respect, and really just start to see the benefits of being solo, alone, single, like, yo boys, back up, because I just cannot right now. And so anyways, this song is perfect. It's the perfect single woman song I've ever heard. You know, and it's not the single woman who's looking out. No, she is fine. I got a couple songs like that on my playlist that are awesome. I like that. All right, so self-check-in. Are you ready to check in with yourself? I think you should be checking in with yourself all the time, on the regular, moment to moment. Be connected to yourself. Check in with yourself. It is the most important relationship you have. So first question is, what do I need to know about my mind? I hope my deck's gonna be nice to me. I hope my deck's going to be nice to me. What do I need to know about my mind? So give yourself a shuffle. Give your cards a shuffle. Ask the question, what do I need to know about my mind? And focus on your mind. Focus on your third eye. Is that what we mean? What do I need to know about my mind? Or is it the chattery mind? Yeah, it's probably the chattery bitch. What do I need to know about my mind? What do I need to know about my mind? Okay. Oh my God! Guess who flipped over? Horsetail. That's funny because like when I was randomly like asking like about an herb in the book, like I wonder if there's horsetail in here. I guess it's coming through to say, yep, I'm here. Ooh, so that's our first message, you guys. The mind is that powerful. Think about it. Think about what you want and you will bring it to you pretty quick. That was pretty quick manifestation. I mean, if everything manifested like that, I'd be a little freaked out. Like, do you know what I mean? If I was like thinking of like the perfect man and then 7 minutes later there was a knock on the door and there stood like Captain Beautiful, I would be like, Jesus. So this is fun. This totally got me giggly. Oh, the deck's feeling playful today. Thank you. I thought maybe it was going to tell me something rude. Of course, I don't know what the message of horsetail is yet. It's the 10 of Earth. But I feel like, what do I need to know about my mind? The message is the mind attracts, the mind creates, the mind manifests. The mind must be cleaned up. The mind is a focusing mechanism to help you with your manifestations. So you really got to just think about what you want now because you're pulling everything to you. Even just wondering about it, being like, okay, so you like go to a debate or dinner or conversation or Facebook, right? And you're seeing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of right, a little bit of left, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And you're just like all over the place where you're going to manifest a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You're going to get like just a bunch of just bullshit. Like sometimes you get good, sometimes you get bad. And I feel like Horsetail is saying, yeah, but when you just think about, if you could just think about what you actually wanted in your experience, you just keep on getting what you think about. Now, I just was thinking about Horsetail with not too much resistance, like lightheartedly, for a split second, and bam, there it is. So there is great power in cleaning up our minds. That's why I did A Course in Miracles, partly, mostly to learn how to forgive and let go of resentment. But that was under the umbrella of cleaning up my mind, right? Getting in control of my mind, understanding that my thoughts don't mean anything, right? Detaching enough. And then when you're detached, you're resistant free, and then like you really do get manifestations that almost seem like miracles all the damn time because you've learned how to use that energy. So let's look in the book to see if there's any other messages from the 10 of Earth, Horsetail, about what do I need to know about my mind. But it clearly demonstrated that if you ask, it is given. If you think about it, don't be surprised when it flips out, chops the deck, and looks at you right in the eye. So this is an awesome card. There's a woven basket up front, a bunch of horsetail bundles in the basket. This horsetail is like the thick horsetail. We have like the thinner, lower growing horsetail around here in Pennsylvania. I've never seen it look like this. Like it's literally a prehistoric plant, horsetail. It's a great source of silica, and it grows in the wooded area. So let's see, this is part of the 10s. Let's see what the 10s are all about. The 10s feature herbs that are used as composting plants and cover crops, grown for their ability to nourish and restore soil. They are the healers of the earth. These plants are deeply rooting accumulating nutrients in the dirt as they grow. The parts above ground are cut and strewn over garden beds or made into compost tea. So that's all the 10s are either about compost, replenish, or rebirth. So that's pretty neat. Let's see here. So they really do. They have everything grouped together, and then they explain the journey of the tarot. This is an awesome deck, you guys. It's just amazing. The 10s are cards of transition. All right, so let's leave it there and go to Horsetail. What do I need to know about my mind? Ancient magic, modern medicine. Find strength deep within. The wisdom of the elders takes root in the bones of youth. So, I feel like that is time for me to really get serious with my mental space. You know, I've been letting way too many distractions in. I've given airtime to, I'm not saying people that don't deserve it, but they got enough airtime, and now it's time for me to basically clean house when it comes to my mind, so that I can understand what my mind is intended for. So I can actually use my mind not just to be stupid, right? Not just to be distracted, not just to be entertained, but actually to use my mind to create what I want. A basket covered with horsetail root rests on a bridge over a dense marsh. Alder trees lean to create a canopy above. The lush blanket of green covers the muddy earth below. The young spring shoots of horsetail are perfect for gathering. So, what do I need to know about my mind? You are safe and secure. You are a well-established member of your community. Know your work supports and sustains others. So that's good, right? Because that's a nice validation that says, you know, what you're putting out into the world with the use of my mind, right? My creative mind helps me put together podcasts for Herbal Marie. That's good to get a little pat on the back. Maybe I'll sit up taller. I do want to work on my posture. I know that, look, my mind's like distracted already. Yeah, I need to get my shoulders back. They're like curling forward more and more. Like, hunchy old lady, sit up straight. Put your shoulders back. Okay. Anyways, horsetail. It gathers nutrients and removes toxins from the area. So it is a healer of the earth. And horsetail wants me to understand your connection to the greater purpose of life. Pause and connect often with all you have been given. So yeah, what do I need to know about my mind? I need to get that attitude of gratitude, my appreciation going. I need to see through rose-colored glasses with our rose gold tarot spread today. I need to start seeing the beauty in things as well. You know, appreciating, not criticizing, not seeing the lack, not seeing the neglect, not seeing the faults. I need to start being more appreciative and connect and pause in that appreciation of all that I have been given. And I am well taken care of. Okay? Believe you me, I really am well taken care of. And occasionally my ego, my JB, has tantrums that would make you think otherwise, but in the grand scheme of things, I am a blessed, lucky lady for sure. So the other thing that horsetail says, you come from ancestral giants. Horsetail is a relative of a 400 million year old plant. You come from ancestral giants. This all has taken place before. Sometimes in order to be effective, you must learn to grow small and multiply. Nourish an underground network. Mindfully gather from resources that have carried generations. Horsetail is favored among biodynamic gardeners as natural fertilizer. The future can build on the strengths of the past. So, yeah, what do I need to know about my mind? Go smaller a little bit sometimes, go quieter, just stay rooted and grounded in that appreciation. And yeah, start to access the ancient magic. Now that I've done so much clearing work, so much clarifying work in my mind, it's not perfect, good Lord, it's not perfect, but I certainly am so much better at quieting my mind than I used to be. Like it's very quiet more often than not. So I need to really like be open now to using it for what it's intended and finding that strength deep within, connecting with my ancestors and their knowledge, and allowing that to preoccupy my mind more now than men. Am I right? Yeah, like I have wasted so much airtime on just men that is ridiculous. So anyways, I'm glad that like my energy's changing. I'm glad that I have Violet this week to remind me I am free. Like I am free. I am free now. Let's stay that way for quite a while and see what positive experiences we can attract to us, what we can learn from going within, from finding strength in our deep places, our quiet places, and what kind of ancient magic can you manifest now? Doesn't that even seem more delicious than men? It really does for me, because literally all I've been attracting is Riff and Raff. So magic is seeing, I'm gonna commit to magic. All right, you ready? Let's move on. All right, this next one should be interesting. What do I need to know about my body? What do I need to know about my body? And I'm glad that I ended there, like talking about men, because that seems to be a direct thing with me and my body too. You know, because like my body thinks that it needs a partner, or would really, really like one. You know what I mean? So I'm curious to see like what comes through with the question, what do I need to know about my body? I'm totally open with it just giving me a suggestion of what my body needs. You know, physically, I know I need to start, the nettles are growing, so I'm going to drink some green juice. I still have dried nettles from last year, so geez, I can't believe I have any left, but that means that I've been slacking. The fact that I have nettles left in April or Mapril, as these months slide into each other, January, February, March, Mapril. Okay, here we go. What do I need to know about my body? What do I need to know about my body? Okay, we got one peeking up from the middle. Had my eyes closed. I stopped. I looked at the deck. There's one popping up. While I was shuffling, I felt like energy was in my ears and helped me perk up and sit up a little straighter. So there's always that message. You need to listen to your body. You need to be receptive to your body's needs, not because of what tarot card you pull, but because of the fact that you're actually listening to your body. You're receptive, you're in tune, you kind of know what it needs when it needs it. You're paying attention to it, you're servicing it, you're respecting it, you're keeping yourself well oiled and tuned and inspected. Oh, that reminds me, my inspection in my van's gonna run up like next week. All right, so anyways, what do I need to know about my body? It's reversed. The way I flipped it over, it's reversed. It's the devil. It's blackberry. So we did just have the devil show up. Was that last week or the week before? But this is about my body. Keeping the devil out of my body. Blackberry, though. So let's see what it says. It's number 15. I cannot believe this is what came up. Sweet berries, sharp brambles, beware. Let awareness awaken the power of choice. Break free of the desires that keep you trapped. Okay. So yeah, I get it. So, sexually, my body, it really does keep me trapped in that loop of thinking that I have to have a partner, right? That I have to have a man, that I need sex. It's just like essential, right? There's like, you need your air, you need your water, you need your dick. So that is actually something that keeps me trapped. That desire keeps me trapped in that belief system. Yeah, it really does. Because we all know better than that. We all know that, no, you do not need that to survive. All right, Sadie, please. But what that does is it's distracting. It takes away my power. It makes me feel like I'm missing something. And then I don't have it, then I feel like I'm not good enough, right? So that's a fucking mind trip. And I absolutely need to get myself out of that, right? So that is a mental thing, but that's also a physical thing too. So if my body's craving attention, then like I can do other things with my body, like, self-massage, self-care, of course, masturbation, dancing, movement, yoga, warm baths. Like there's a lot of physical things you can do that satisfy your body's cravings for touch. So anyways, let's see what else it says. I love that there's pie in this picture. It's upside down, so it's like, eat me. Eat me. So it's a old wooden barnwood table. There's measuring spoons, measuring cups, blackberries, cinnamon? Is that cinnamon? Pie in a cast iron skillet, blackberry, like brambles. Okay, so anyways, like the spiky leaves and stuff, the brambles, cinnamon. It is cinnamon. It's spilling out onto the table. It's really very, very pretty. But the message is, knowing what keeps you bound can set you free. You may be feeling trapped by something you love. Dick. It feels good, usually. Yeah. There are... Yet you are depleted. Aw. Hold on, I just want to sit with that. Because, yeah, like, I get that in a way for me. Like, in my body, too. My body feels like I could nurture it more before I share it with somebody else. Like, I'm really thin right now. Depleted, maybe, like, more even deflated, right? Like, I just feel like I could work out my body more. I could strengthen my body more. I could nourish my body more. I could tend and love and care and respect my body more. So let's see. Blackberries are delicious, but the vines strangle everything in their path. Do not become ensnared by the sweet fruit of pleasure while ignoring your true needs. So, yeah, what do I need to know about my body? Well, here's what you need to know about your body. Yeah, your body freaking loves sex. Like, we get that. We've heard it 100 times. We're like tired of hearing about it. Like, okay, ho, we get it. We get it. But don't become ensnared by the sweet fruit of pleasure while ignoring your true needs. So sex is not my true need, right? Why do I even like that? Well, it does feel like amazing, right? But like, it's a connection, right? It's energy flow. Why do I even love sex so much? Because I flow so much energy through my body when I am in that moment. So that's my true need. My true need is to flow energy. And there's many, many other ways to do that. Like a lot. If we're being honest, there's a lot of ways to flow energy. And maybe I will have to do something really, really physical every now and then to use up or to satisfy that desire for like a lot of energy to flow with me. So like I might have to go hit the heavy bag. I might have to really work out to the point that I'm sweating, or whatever. But I think that like what I need to know about my body is there are many other ways to satisfy my body's desires and needs, and in just ways that my body enjoys being a body and that I enjoy my body. Like I don't need to limit myself to thinking that I have to have a partner to do any of that. All right, let's see if it says anything else. Be your own prince and cut away the brambles if they're holding you back, right? Free yourself, just like Sleeping Beauty had brambles that crept over the land. Wake up and choose transformation. Wake up and choose transformation. So yeah, what do I need to know about my body? I can tend to it better. I can invest in it better. I could appreciate and love it better. I definitely, knowing my body though, okay, I'm going to be 42, you guys. Birthday countdown. We could start counting down. I feel like we could start, well, maybe not quite yet, but once we get to like 13 days before my birthday, we'll start counting down. Knowing my body now for almost 42 years, I do need to give my body an outlet. So I should like not let myself get to the point where I'm like, I need to find an outlet. Yeah, that's what we're calling men now. I need to find an outlet for this energy. I need to find other outlets before it gets to the point where I'm like, feeling the force of the full moon, like it, like turning me into a werewolf. You know what I mean? I don't want to end up hurting nobody. So I need to give my body outlets for energy flow to keep the energy moving, to keep my body satisfied. So anyways, that's what I need to know about my body. And then I also love that it says, crafting with the devil, make a blackberry sugar scrub, invite release as you cleanse your body. Yeah, I totally need to make a sugar scrub and treat my body to an exfoliation that it has not had in a while. I could definitely be loving up my body, taking care of my body, pampering my body, and enjoying my body more on the daily. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is an awesome spread by Rose Gold Tarot that you could just come back to anytime, right? Because these are just check-ins, self-check-in, right? What do I need to know about my mind? What do I need to know about my body? And now we're going to do, what do I need to know about my finances? That's funny. But yeah, it's interesting because it's like so open-ended, kind of like, well, what do I need to know about my finances, right? It's not a specific question. You're not like manipulating it. You're not looking for the answer. You're not looking for the pot of gold card. You're just like, what do I need to know about my finances? So that's what we're gonna do now, and then we'll end with what do I need to know about my higher self. But yeah, I could see myself coming back to this 4-card spread with oracle cards and, anything really. I like it. Do you like it? Are you liking this? I like it. All right, we're on the third one now. What do I need to know about my finances? And I'll just give it another little shuffle, which was a terrible shuffle, actually. Okay. What do I need to know about my finances? What do I need to know about my finances? My mind's going not much. Hold on, we have too many cards wanting to poke up at once. What do I need to know about my finances? Be more clear. What do I need to know about my finances? How big is my piece of the pie? I'm staring at the blackberry pie. What do I need to know? Okay, there it is. What do I need to know about my finances? One tumbled out and fell on the floor behind me. We've seen this one before. It's Ginger, 8 of Fire. Are my finances on fire? Or are they flaming? Are they growing? We've got a lot going on. Okay, is this going to be our dud card that doesn't really tell us anything about finances? Okay, it's the 8 of Fire. Well, first let's see what the 8s are all about. The 8s feature plants whose roots are used as medicine. Drawing deep into the earth, they accumulate rich nutrients. They can be difficult to grow. Okay, so we are talking about my finances. They can be difficult to grow like the trees. They must establish themselves for several years before they can be sustainably harvested. Okay, so that's kind of funny because I have planted a lot of seeds online with projects, with videos, with podcasts, all types of stuff. And wouldn't it be fun if all that investment actually got returned? You know what I mean? Financially. So let's see what Ginger has to say. We just had it, I'm pretty sure just last week, didn't we? Ginger says, adapt swiftly to unexpected changes. You can handle the heat. Act quickly when inspiration strikes. So what do I need to know about my finances? Like maybe an opportunity is going to pop up suddenly that like I should jump on. I don't know. What do you think? So this is that picture of the very busy kitchen. The pan is aflame. There's a pot behind it. There's vegetables in another skillet. There's onions and limes and ginger and oil. There's all types of stuff going on. There's culinary spices on these shelves behind it. It's a busy, active, a kitchen that is actually used like a kitchen. But Ginger wants to talk to me about my finances and tell me that inspiration comes from all directions. Can you handle so many things at once? I guess so, because didn't I start the podcast off today saying that? Like, I feel like I could handle another project. I feel like I have time to do something else. I feel like this, I feel like that, like, right? So yeah, like the busy stove in this kitchen, everything begs for your attention. Change is happening quickly. Swift action is needed, or you may become overwhelmed. Ginger warms the body and fires up energy. When creative possibilities spin all about you, fast, focused movement is key. This is not the time to pause and consider, but instead to respond with urgency. Ginger is a spicy medicine, but you can handle the heat. You can handle the heat. So what do I need to know about my finances? I might need to adapt swiftly to unexpected changes, but I can handle the heat, and act quickly when inspiration strikes. So All right. Thanks for the heads up. I would like some more heated movement. Sure. I would like Ginger to get the financial flow going faster. Sure. Like right now it's okay. I'm taken care of. It's fine. I don't have any debt. I have zero debt, you guys. I don't owe anybody money. Nobody money. I'm in a living situation where everything's paid for, right? That's part of the agreement, part of the child support or whatever. Like everything, I have enough money for everything. I do need to remember to pay the garbage bill. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the van. It's very, very rusty and very, very shady. And when I drive it, I often think, wow, the whole front end is going to fall off. So there's like those few things, but I really do feel so much appreciation that right now financially, like I'm okay. I'm taken care of. I'm set. But yeah, I feel like if a possibility, a creative possibility comes up, then inspiration pops up. I should, take notice of it. Like, don't get complacent, like to the point where I don't see financial opportunities. Like, I'm open to financial opportunities. I just, a lot of times when you go looking for financial opportunities, it's from a place of lack, a place of needing it, a place of not having it. Like, I have plenty of money right now. I have plenty of food. I'm good, but I don't want to get to the point where like I would be blind to, like, just don't be satisfied, I guess. Like, if there's an opportunity to be really good, well, don't you want to be really good? All right, Ginger, thank you very much. Okay, last card. What do I need to know about my higher self? So about my higher self, or she also said like, just something that your higher self wants you to know about, right? Any messages from our higher self that we may need to hear right now? What do I need to know about my higher self? Or are there any messages from my higher self that I need to know about? So what does my higher self want me to know about right now? I'm excited about this question. All right, I took a quick break to eat some ginger root, crystallized ginger. I've gone through like almost a whole entire bag. It's so good. But now I have a bunch of fresh ginger root. I'm drinking it. It's so spicy. But yeah, I love the energy. I love the idea of getting the energy about my finances flowing. I do that. All right. So we still have beeping in the background because the guys are like cleaning right in front of my house now. They're moving to the other side now, so it's getting a little quieter. But yeah, I'm wondering if like you've heard the beeping this entire time. Hey, roll with it, right? All right, so what do I need to know about my higher self? Are there any messages that my higher self wants me to know? Higher self. What do you got for me? What do I need to know about you? What do you want me to know about me? Just what the fuck do you want me to know? All right, higher self. Message from the higher self. All right, I guess we're going, I don't know. We have nasturtium. Now I'm just looking at the bottom. We have elder on the bottom. Nasturtium came off the top. All right, so except for horsetail today, I've had all of these cards recently that they've come back. Now, this time, nasturtium is reversed. So we just had this. It has the 6 beeswax pillars. This was the card that there was going to be a gathering of women, of goddesses, right? It's reversed. So 6 of fire. 6 of fire. Nasturtium. It's reversed. And it has a message to celebrate yourself and others. Call the circle. Remember? It wanted me to call the circle, and I was like, no. Make some magic. Glitter and spice magnify power and joy. So all I can gather right from the initial shock of seeing this card is that my higher self is telling me that, one, I didn't take that message seriously. Two, I obviously have not made any even mental move to do such a thing as call a circle, as bringing people together to create magic, right? I literally laughed at that idea. I literally was like, no. Sounds great, but I'll pass, right? Or I don't think that I should be the one in charge, right? If I even would even attend something like that, that would be something brand new and for me, you know what I mean? Because I'm such a solo girl. But yeah, what does my higher self want me to know? What do I need to know about my higher self? Like, this is a real thing. This is a real calling. This is actually something that I need to do. So I think the first thing I need to do more of is celebrate myself and others, and genuinely celebrate other people's victories, right? When people find creativity, find love, find inspiration, like really allow myself that moment in time to genuinely be happy for them and celebrate for them and be excited for them, as they are truly another version of me. So I want to start celebrating everybody because we are all aspects of the one. So, but yeah, let's talk about calling the circle, making some magic. Your ability to bring people together creates magic. So now is probably not the time to retreat and isolate and slack off from that. So I get that. I know that. But yeah, like even like gathering online circles, live streams, it's just so often like I just don't see that there is a great benefit. You know, so many times I'll go live and I just have like my two good friends show up. Thank you, Asiel. Thank you, Kathy. I should thank Kathy first because she shows up even more than Asiel the Oracle shows up. So shout out to Kathy K. And I really appreciate her support so much, because if she didn't show up, I literally would be there by myself and totally discouraged, right? I'm just saying, like, I don't think I'm the one to do it because I make the circle, and I'm very thankful for my two friends that show up, but that just seems to be, we're just making a circle between the three of us, right? But anyways, so my higher self really does want me to keep entertaining and maybe visualize becoming a community leader, but definitely keep on the creative juices. Like, so that's why we have the ginger, the fire. We're ending with 2 fires, right? Creativity ignites creativity. Dance to your own beat while dancing in harmony with others. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part of nasturtium, to dance more. So that always makes this card so much better for me, because then I realize that we'd be dancing in these circles. So dancing more. Yeah, I'm getting there. We're gonna do it. So anyways, what do I need to know about my higher self? What does my higher self want me to know? This is funny. Make nasturtium oxymel spritzers to toast your accomplishments. So we were talking about oxymels, right? Attracting with our honey and our vinegar sometimes. But embrace both aspects of yourself. My higher self wants me to magnify joy at my next gathering, whether that be in real life or online life or wherever. Magnify joy. I am not serving goat cheese with nasturtium petals and leaves. Remember, we just had this card and I was like, I told you how I talked way too much about goat cheese. But yeah, nasturtium once. Okay, so we started off with horsetail today, talking about what do I need to know about my mind, and I need to create more magic and manifestations and this ancient wisdom, this knowledge. So nasturtium is just actually bringing this reading all together for me, because it's like, yes, you can use your mind to manifest and create, but it's the joy. It's the joy and the fun and the flavor that just enhances it, makes it more powerful, that magnifies it, that joy. You can think about what you want, and you can get a horsetail card to flip out of a deck. Woo! Great, good for you, girl. But actually, if you could combine your mind with your frequency, emotions, feelings, whatever, your joy, if you can combine your mind and then fuel it with your joy, you could just manifest more magic so much more quickly and powerful that way. So if I want to put good out into the world, I really do need to feel it and have fun with it, and just see how that serves me. See how that serves me. Absolutely. So anyways, these were great. These were great. I love these. One last message from Nasturtium, from my higher self. Raise a little power for healing and transformation. Raise a little power for healing and transformation. Cheer on your friends and praise their accomplishments as they do for you. So yeah, absolutely. We do want to create more magic. We do want to cheer each other on. We want to be each other's cheerleaders. I love that. We want to have more fun. We want to have more dancing. We want to let our personal flair shine. We want to bloom. We want to bloom, and we want to celebrate our accomplishments. All of them. Mine, yours, his, hers, everybody's. Let's really start to just love what we are creating here on Earth. So what a great check-in. What a great self-check-in. Thanks again to Rose Gold Tarot. I mean, we do want to release ourselves from our chains, from our devils, from our desires that are distracting us, so that we can be free to create what we want. We want to utilize the fiery engine. Dang. We want to utilize the fiery energy of ginger and nasturtium to keep the flames of inspiration burning, right? We want to speed up the desired outcome by crafting with these magical herbal friends, right? Herbal magic at its best, and it starts with horsetail. It starts with clearing the mind. It starts with using the mind, and it starts with us getting in alignment with our ancestral knowledge of magic and how we can utilize it for us, our ancestral knowledge of manifestation. Okay, there is a way to have the universe work for you. And thank you, horsetail, blackberry, ginger, and nasturtium. I feel like my check-in says you're headed in the right direction. Here's a few things you got to work on. Definitely a definite thing you got to release. But yeah, you need to invite more joy in, more fun, more dancing. Be ready for anything. Be ready to be adaptable, but keep on doing your clearing work. Be open, manifest, and have fun with it. And put glitter on everything energetically.